For all the holders out there that are holding baby Doge, the topic of today is now still a good time to buy baby Doge? When is the best time to buy baby Doge? That's really what we're looking at right now. Because if you look at it, you really should have bought like way, way, way back, right? But obviously, not everyone had the opportunity to do that. But a good time to really buy baby Doge was at least like, yeah, you didn't have the opportunities to do it before it got listed to Binance, but right before all the craziness was happening, about 8Z 2200, I want to say. So let's just say 8Z 2200 was the best area to buy baby Doge, but usually you can't get in at exactly 2200, so you got to get in around like 2250. So 8Z 2250, give or take, was the best time for baby Doge. Even if we look at the 4-hour chart, we see the discounted price point with our chart prime indicators is at 8Z2. So it's not too far fetched to say that 8Z 2250 is the best, area that you could have bought it at. So let's just hypothetically say you did buy, like, let's say you had like 10. I don't know. Nah, most people wouldn't be able to put 10,000, but let's say you put 1,000 in, right? At 8Z, let's say 2250. Well, you would have had 444 billion. Whereas now your $1,000 right now would only be 188 billion. So is it really a good time to buy right now? I I can't confidently say yes, because it's so expensive right now. But it could go up so much higher. And that's the problem. Like, you don't know if it is gonna go higher. Or, well, it's definitely gonna go higher, but you don't know when it's gonna go higher. It could be an hour, it could be a week, or a day, it could be a week, a month, a year. You don't know how long it's gonna take for it to go even higher. So you gotta decide, how long are you trying to hold? If you're trying to hold for a year, like a year to 2 years, then yeah, I guess you can buy some now, but it's very expensive right now. But if the price continues to go up, then it doesn't really matter if it's expensive. If it goes to 7Z1, I mean, just looking at like the 188 billion that you would have with your $1,000, if you put 1,000 in right now, if you just multiply that by 7Z1, you get 1,800. Yeah, it doesn't look like much of gains, but it is what it is. $800 is $800. So, you know, but it all depends. How long do you want to hold? Are you swing trading it? Are you holding long term, or are you day trading it? So that's what it really depends, if now is a good time to buy. So you got to ask yourself that. You got to pretty much ask yourself, how long are you trying to hold it for? If you're trying to hold it for 1 month, now it's probably not a good time to buy, because it could keep going up for the next month, but you can't be certain of that. If you're holding for the next year, then now it could be a decent time to buy. Maybe not the best, but it could be a decent time to buy if you're holding for the next year. Possibly gets to 7Z1 or 61, and then you make a huge profit. Well, not a huge profit, because it's only $1,000 at 8C5300. So then you also got to ask yourself, well, if you get it now, should you dollar cost average? That would also be a good strategy to dollar cost average into it. So personally, I don't like I don't like buying in at such a high price. Even trading it at this price, I'm looking at it like, now it's even more of a risk to trade it. So like, usually I would be trading while I'm doing the live stream, because I'm looking at the charts the whole time. But now I'm like, I got to be 100% focused on the trade, which I really wish I would have took this trade right before the live stream. Really should have. So if we do what I expect us to do, is hit this area and then have another pullback, it might go back up from here, but I don't trust it. I think it'll get stopped like halfway, and then I think it'll go down from there. So what I'm planning to do is buying a little bit more at this area. We had some good resistance here, so the resistance will then inevitably become our support. So I'm expecting us to stop at 8Z 4300 if we get rejected up here. So if we get rejected, which is a big if. I mean, when Baby Doge pumps, it really pumps and it keeps going. But if we do get rejected, then I'm expecting 8Z4300 to come first, and that is probably where I would start buying some more to start another day trade. Since I missed this opportunity here, I'm waiting for it to possibly go here, go back down, and then make its way down there. Because then from there, I have the opportunity to go from 8Z4300 all the way up to about 8Z5150. And there's actually a way that you guys can check how much percentage that would be. So let's say from 4,300, well, from 4,350 to 5,350, you can just say point. Let me do this. Point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4,350, and hold on. Okay. Okay, so we're going to be going from 4,350, let's say, times point. I would say that is a 10% gain. Let's say 10%. So 4 zeros, 5 zeros. So it increases right there by 435. Okay, so 10% would be from from 8Z435 all the way up to 8Z4785. That would be a 10% gain. So from here all the way up to about here is 10%. So this little gap right here, and this is what I'm talking about with trading, especially with Baby Doge. So this little gap right here is 10%. Let me go ahead and take all of this off so you guys can see what exactly I'm talking about here. All right. So this little move is 10%. That's 75% of our momentum weight band. 10%. It's that easy to make a 10% gain. And that's why I said in general, I can do 10% per day on a good day. So every single month, I can make what we just now made in 3 days. But trading is risky. It's very risky. Adam Black says, I put 1,500 in about 2.5 years ago. Oh, yeah. And you're probably saying nice right now. I have about 2,500 now. Do we know if Baby Doge is a US made crypto? Yeah, so they have a LLC that's based out of I forgot where it is. I wanted to say like Ohio or something. I don't know. Baby Doge LLC filing. I'm looking at their filing stuff. So they filed in Wyoming. So yeah, Baby Doge, as you can see here, Baby Doge LLC. That's their filing ID. Initial filing is, as you know, it started 2021. Filed in Wyoming. That's where it was formed. Principal office, all that other stuff. This is public info though, so I'm not doxing them, not exposing them. This is public info. And when you look this up, this is it's very common for people to have a registered agent. I have one as well. So if you look up my LLC, you're not going to find where I live. You're just going to find my registered agent, and that's very common with LLCs. So see here, and then you can see over here all the places I'm planning to go in Brazil. So anyways, this is Baby Doge right here. This is where their LLC, I guess, is formed, somewhere in this area. This is where their registered agent is. I've showed this before, but yeah, all their info is public though, so definitely not doxing them. I should have done 1 trillion in this versus Baby Bonk. Yeah, 100%. Baby Bonk. Baby bonk is like something that you could have just traded very briefly and not like try to get in long term, in my personal opinion. Um. All right. Let's see. I'm trying to retire for it. I have 881 billion. I don't think you'll be able to retire with 881 billion, but at 6Z1, that'll be a good amount. So, but yeah, you're looking for a 5Z1, like 5 zeros. So at 5Z1, you'll be sitting really good. But the thing is, at 5 zeros though, like that's a extremely high market cap. At 5Z1, we're looking at 161 billion market cap. Yeah, yeah, that's pretty high. 161 billion market cap at 5Z1. That's pretty high. And what you should just be looking towards is 61. You'll be having $88,000 at 6Z1. And then if you take off a 5Z1, $888,000 at 5Z1. Well, no, $881,000 at 5Z1. Um, but yeah, 5Z1, that's a really high market cap. It's possible. I mean, it's possible in the long term, but we're not looking at that in the next 2 to 3. In the next 2 years, maybe not. But give it 5, and then give it 5, and also like the solid cryptos will have hundred billion plus market cap. Like Doge would probably be at like 500 billion, maybe almost at a trillion. Give it like 5 years. I mean, you'll see stuff like Pepe and stuff 100 billion plus, and Baby Doge could be up there with him. So 5 zeros could be possible in like 5 years. So that's what I'm looking for. Um, Grinch Baby Bonk is looking quite promising as well. The Wolf says, then what means there will be no tax on the capital gains if Trump passes the no capital gains tax on US made cryptos? Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Well, yeah, no, that would definitely be good, but I don't know. I don't know if he will though. I don't know if he'll be able to get that done, honestly. But yeah. And also with huh, I'm thinking, Baby Doge, they have some type of all right, look, so Baby Doge, the developers, they have money. They did set up inside of the US, but I don't know if they're from the US because every single time they sell, I just follow the transactions and I just notice things when they sell. It goes here. This is a $3 trillion sell or $3 million sell. They sold 3 million worth of Baby Doge 18 hours ago. But you follow the transactions and all of their sales lead to the Binance hot wallet. So they have a Binance account. In order to have a Binance account, you not only have to be outside of the United States, but you also have to be a official citizen of a country where Binance is approved. So the Baby Doge developers, they're rich at this point. They're taking out millions of dollars from Baby Doge. They've cashed out a lot. They could easily do a citizenship by investment in a lot of different countries. Probably Bahamas. They went and got some properties there. Probably set up some stuff. Maybe just throwing things out there. They could have easily went to St. Kitts and Nevis. They could have easily went to any of these Caribbean countries offering citizenship by investment. They could have went to Singapore and then did that route. They could go anywhere with the amount of money that they have. So they probably got another citizenship somewhere else where they're using Binance at. They're using Binance and they're able to do that because they have some type of citizenship somewhere else. Or maybe one of the developers or marketing team is outside of the US, so they handle the money when they want to send it to Binance. They handle it maybe. But yeah, now they got some money. They got some real money.